Welcome to this look at new mods on Farming Simulator 25 with me, MrSealyp. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Tuesday the 21st of October. We've got some new mods and we've got some updates too. The map Horizonte Argentino by Brookman and Taylor Farms had an update. Now, part of the changelog on that, a couple of items in the changelog say new save game required. So I would say a new save game save slot is required if you want the things in the update to take effect. That would make sense. The Case Puma 185260 by Waffle. We've got the Skoda Kodiaq RS Plus by Just Farming, and we've got the Future Tech Production by JHHG Empro Loop. They had an update recently, so it's an update of an update, I think. And then the American Workshop by ICAS. Those have all had updates. Now we're going to move on to something a bit more spooky. Halloween is upon us, people. So in front of me we have the Halloween Madness. This by Not Ready, 34.29 megabytes download, 6 slots, 7 slots, 1,000 each to purchase. These are sell points. Spooky pays, people. Spooky pays. They're actually pretty cool. Sell point in the front here for this one. This one is, I need to get this right way around. This one is for your grain type crops. Now it doesn't sell everything, grain type crops. I'll show you the prices menu in just a moment. And this one does your productions. And what I am going to do is I've written in my notes, nighttime, big capital letters. At the end of the mod review, I'm going to skip ahead to the night because I think these are lit up and stuff, you know, at nighttime, which is pretty cool. If we go into our menu here and on our prices, you'll see barley. Go across the right hand side, the Ghost and Cauldron station. The prices there that they're paying you are double what the other sell points are paying you. So the prices are pretty good. If we go back across, actually we need to be, there we go. Canola, same thing. Ghost and Cauldron, about double, thereabouts. But it's not got a price for carrots. Corn, we got a price. Again, depending on where you're selling to, about double. Nothing for cotton. So you can roll your way down through the various different items and you'll see what it will say. There you go. So oats, nothing for olives. So it's your grain type crops you can sell at that one. If we come further down, and I'll show you them in just a minute, and we come to our items which are production, so palleted items, you've got the Haunted Crypt. Now the Haunted Crypt, the prices aren't doubled. They seem to be about the same as what other prices for other things seem to be at other sell points on this map. Now I'm on normal economy, so obviously that double price, it's going to depend whether you're on easy, hard or normal economy. But let's say it seems to be that the grain type crops, it's double the price, which is pretty cool. If we come into build mode and we want the factory section across to selling, and we come to just here, there you'll see it. There's the Ghost and Cauldron station, and there's your Haunted Crypt. There's no customization options. When you place them, you get them just as they are, like so, and then place them. Now this one, the sell point is around the back, and as I say, the level of detail on them, it's absolutely brilliant, and I'm curious to see what they are going to look like at night. I don't know if there's going to be any sound effects or anything like that. I wouldn't have thought so. I'm assuming these lights are all going to light up green. Again, it's making an assumption, and I'm assuming the pumpkins are going to light up. I think there's some images on the Farming Simulator website on the Modhub that show you, but I've avoided looking at those because I wanted to see for myself. But anyway, that's those. Next up, we've got these just here. This is the Traffic Light Pack Functional by Emre. 3.63 megabytes download. There are 2 under Tools and there are 2 under Trailers. So this is under Build Mode and Tools, and you place them and they're placed. And once they're placed, I can't pick them up and move them. They're placed. Whereas the trailers can be moved around. However, to operate, they need to be attached to a vehicle. I tried to attach this to one of my small tractors and it wouldn't hook up. It only seemed to want to hook up to a car type vehicle. It might work on a side-by-side, something like that, potentially. Anyway, so if we go into build mode, up and across to our tools section, you will find them there. Now, I haven't got traffic on this map, my test map, but it does say in the description that these will stop AI traffic. And where it says there traffic light left and traffic light right, that is whichever side of the traffic light the traffic will stop. So depending where you're going to want to place it to stop the AI traffic. I think if the light's green, the traffic keeps going. If the light's red, it stops. I think that's the premise behind it. There's no customization options on these, and these are £2 each, as you can see. If we come out of there and we come into this menu and we go to miscellaneous, so you'll find this just here. And the same thing with this one. We've got mobile traffic light, Click on that and you've got right and left. So it's the same thing again, whichever side the traffic will stop on that light. Again, no customization options, it comes just like that. So this one, when we walk up to it, it should say top left, change to green, press circle, and it goes down from red, amber, green. If I go back to it, change to red, goes back up again. But this one, we need to be in the vehicle. Will it do it without the engine started? Oh yeah, there you go. Just fold trailer, and it goes down. Unfold trailer, comes back up again. So those are your options. I say you don't have to have the engine started. I did want to double check that because I was curious. So that's the traffic light pack functional. Next, we have this. This is the Lizard P027/5. It's by Slyclif, Voksel, Ostry and LSF, 5.77 megabytes download, and it is 5 slots, 8 meters wide. This will do liquid fertilizer or herbicide, 400 liters in the tank. You can adjust the spray width from 8 meters down to 2, so just the main section if you want to. You'll find this under your sprayers section, so just there and there. Options on this, we can change the body colour, which is the frame basically, like so, tank colour, and then away you go. 400 litres of spraying goodness. With a small tank like this, these sorts of things work a lot better with precision farming because you can be far more accurate. Although, it didn't give me, that's a good point actually, it didn't have an option, did it? For, no, any of the sensors. So no, it's not actually going to be more beneficial on precision farming. Anyway, that's what it does. You can couple that with there's various different tanks and things you can add to these things. Let's unfold it. With these as well, I'm always curious to see what the animation is, whether they start spraying from the middle out as the spray works its way out to the end nozzles or not. You're never quite sure how it's going to work. Once unfolded, we have got the option for raising and lowering ever so slightly. We've got some movement. There you go, now it's moving. Raising and lowering the boom. A little bit of clunkiness there, and then L1, and if we toggle at the bottom there, 8 meters to 2 meters. I'm looking at top left, the bottom of the top left help window. There we go. So let's turn it on. Yeah, it did. So main section first. When you turn them off, you go out then in. Yeah, and then same thing, off in the middle, off at the ends. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I don't think we've got an option for opening the cover. No. It comes just as it is. So you have it. That is the Lizard P027/5. Next, we have these. This is the Lizard WS130G. This is by Agrogaatti, 13.8 megabytes download and 5 slots for the first one. Now, the reason I got this one in this configuration, I'll show you the configuration options. This says Bale trailer, which I thought was odd, because there is also a Bale trailer option that is a flatbed. This does have tension straps, but it also has the ability to put crop in it. And I thought, well, maybe it allows you to fold the sides down, but I don't think it does. We will double check that. There we've got a covered version, and this one we've got an auger wagon version, and we'll look at those options in just a moment. So, if we come up to our trailers, and we go to there, 15 grand for the base model. So, 14,000 litre. So that's your crop type version. Then you do that and it says 14,000 litre Bale trailer. I drove it under the buy point and it was still giving the option, and because I thought maybe that makes it a forage wagon, but it didn't seem to. We've then got this option, 18,400 litre, auger wagon option, then Bale trailer. Bale trailer with those, so if you're going to do round bales, the round bales can sit off the end and they'll hold onto that framework. Again, if you want to, don't have to. Then we've got a 5,600 litre, and then back to that one. So you've got a few different variations on a theme. What we'll do is go to the larger one there, because that gives us some more options with regard to cover and stuff. Wallbrand, BKT and Vredestein. I think it was just those two. We've got design 1, 2, 3, 4, and back. That changes the decals. 2 white versions, 1 yellow version, and then off completely if you don't want them on there. Cover, we've got design 1 and design 2, but I think these options should be the other way around, because until you've got the cover on, you don't know what the design options are. So design 1 is like that, it's just the way it folds over it. And design 2, you've got sort of like a framework underneath it. So slightly different options for our cover. And then we've got down the bottom there, cover colour if you've gone for it, and license plate option on there as well. So those are all of our choices. What we'll do is jump in the tractor and I will show you. So this one at the front here, it does give me the option that fasten and unfasten tension belts. So it's kind of is a bale trailer. Whether it's for small bales or not, I'm not too sure. This one does then give me option for tipside grain door, left, right, back. If I now change my trailer to the middle one, which is the slightly large one, I went for a cover on this one, so we can open our cover like so. This one has the option of grain door and back, not left and right. So yeah, I'm wondering whether that's maybe for, like say, chucking small bales into potentially. Then the back we've got our auger. Now if I switch to that and then fold tipper, that's how you'll get it. It comes like that, and you can see we've got this partition in the middle, so you can put, well, I mean, you can put auger wagon type crops in it, whatever they might be. But I've put seed and fertiliser, so you can take both at the same time. And you'll see now when I unfold this. So if we unfold the tipper, it puts the pipe out. Then if we put pipe out, so you've got pipe out 1, solid fertiliser, does that. If we press it again, pipe out 2 switches it to seed. So there's obviously like a pipe that runs through from the centre section to the bottom that will either switch on or off, I guess, open up another vent inside there for you to be able to switch between the two like that. Pipe in, fold it away, fold tipper, and we're good to go. So yeah, there's the various different options on that base trailer unit. The Lizard WS130G. Next, we've got this is the Lizard Highdump 700 by FraserCo. This is 8.4 megabytes download, 4 slots, 17,200 litre. Now this comes under auger wagons, and it's an interesting one. So you have to be kind of careful on this. If we come to our auger wagons, it's just here, and you'll see at the bottom it says it takes everything, which most auger wagons don't. Your auger wagons, generally speaking, we're going to look at that one in just a moment, will take your main crop types and it will do seed and fertiliser. That's what an auger wagon generally does. This one says it takes everything, but it comes with a proviso, so be careful. Standard has a double cover. You've got half roof and you've got no roof. Now, I've got one half roof. Well, that's quite cool. Didn't want a full roof, I'll go half roof. Went over to a buy anything silo, and that would only do forage crops. So it would only do grass, hay, straw, those kind of things. Well, okay, that's curious for an auger wagon, because that bottom thing says on the main menu it does everything. When you go in and read the instructions, the details for the mod, it will do those forage type crops if you've got it in the half roof. If you go no roof, it will take everything. So you can use that for unloading harvesters, whatever it might be, sugar beet, all those kind of things. So if you want it to take everything, you want it no roof. If you go for, I think, standard or half roof, that will only do your forage type crops. And we've got the option of Continental or Michelin on the 2 tyre choices. Main colour does the bulk of the vehicle, which is that. Chassis colour, you've guessed it, does the chassis, and a rim colour on there as well. Now, unloading on this doesn't have a pipe. So that one, like I say, that one's the half roof, this one's the full roof. L1, down on the D-pad. So high dump into whatever you're going to dump it into. And I have to say, for the price as well, 17,000, what is that? What's 17,200 litres? It's not bad. It doesn't have a rear trailer hitch, so you can't daisy chain them together, which I suppose is a small downside, I guess. But again, 17,200 litres, that's not too bad, I have to say. And you can see there the half roof on that one there. So again, let's say, just something to be aware of. If you purchase it and you've got that one and you can't understand why you can't put anything in it, or not anything but everything in it, that could be why. Next we have got, actually we're going to look at this now. I'll look it in here because this is a fairly standard auger wagon as far as auger wagons go. This is the Horsch Titan 34 UW by, I always say STv, I think STv-Modding. 3.61 megabytes download, 2 slots. 64 grand, that one's 6,500, that's mad. Anyway, so 64,000. Options on this, we've got Trelleborg, Michelin, Continental, Meinis, BKT, back to Trelleborg, and I think we've got pretty much all of them standard and wide. So you can go for the tyre choices, standard and wide, main colour, anything on that palette, and then a rim colour option on there as well. Pipe unfolds, 34,000 litres, auger wagon, as you can see from the details there, that will do your more standardised auger wagon, chaser bin, however you refer to it, type crops. So that's the Horsch Titan 34UW. I have got out one of these because I was curious how this would do its unfolding business. This is the Goeweil Bale Spike TDE by Meinis Modding, I think it is. 0.99 megabytes download. You find it on the front loader tools and it's 2 slots. So if we go to our front loader tools here, and you'll find it just there, 600 to buy. Spike guard, yes or no? So I thought, okay, I'm not sure how that will unfold. And it is a front loader tool because that maybe there might be a 3-point option on it as well. It is front loader tools. Main colour does the main colour. Design colour does the tying colour. The actual cover, the guard, if you've gone for that, stays the colour it is. Those are your options. As far as it goes for unfolding it, L1, X, start the engine, L1 and X. So if you're going down the road, that prevents you impaling people. Do that and you're ready for operation for your bale spikes. This doesn't have tension straps or anything, so when you've got bale on there you can't tension strap it on, but that's what that does. I should really fold that back down, shouldn't I? Just for virtual health and safety, you know how these things are. Anyway, that's the Goeweil Bale Spike TDE. Next we've got this. Can you see it? Can you see it? It's quite hard to see because it's camouflaged. But anyway, this is the Lizard Vulcano. We had this on FS22, making a return. I think some of these we have as well, but that, yeah. This is by SleutjesModding, 8.38 megabytes download and 6 slots. It's an electric bike. It's pretty cool with a few different options. I have to say the detail on the woodland cam on that is pretty cool. But you can see the light shine as well. It gives that real gloss look to it as well. I think it's brilliant. It's very cool. So this you'll find under your cars and bikes. And it's just there, $2,999 for your base vehicle. So you've got wheel setup standard, we've got small claws, we've got small round claws, and back to standard again. I think I went small round claws. They looked very sort of squared off, but whatever you want to go for. Wrapping, so we've got standard, digital camouflage, forest 1, forest 2, back to standard. And that goes for the seat as well. So digital camouflage, well, that didn't change anything, but this one does. Forest camouflage 1, forest camouflage 2, back to standard. I'm going to leave it on standard because the rest of these options will change those. Main colour does your tank, like that. Colours on parts of the handlebar, this is actually the forks. If I change the fork colour, let's go red. There you go, changes your fork colour. Chassis colour, you've guessed it, does your chassis. Seat colour, if you want to go for a more leather look or whatever you want to go for, like so, you can change your seat colour. Rim colour, license plate option on there as well. So, hop on. So you got your light comes on automatically. You got your main light on, then high beam, first person. So if you are using this, going out on a stealthy trip, for whatever reason it might be, nice and quiet because it's electric, bit of digital cam, bit of olive green here and there. You can blend right. Well, I mean, the high vis jacket doesn't help that, but you know what I mean. So engine off. That's the Lizard Vulcano. Next, we've got the Lizard Continental again, making a return. I don't know why I went Thunderbirds like it looks like Lady Penelope's car a little bit. I'm sure last time this came out I said it reminded me of Mr. Incredible's car, but anyway I went pink this time, don't know why. So the Lizard Continental by Vectorman, 11.07 megabytes download and 5 slots. It always has that cartoony appearance I think as well because it's got very small wheels and a big sort of, but it's cool, it's a cool thing anyway. So there it is, 35,000 to purchase in its base configuration. So 200 horsepower or the turbo at 300 horsepower. We've got main colour, sorry, attachers, so you can have a trailer hitch, so if you want to pull various different trailers and stuff around your farm but do it in style, you can. So that's on or off. Main colour, anything on that palette like so. Rim colour and license plate option there as well. So let's jump in. It is so wide. Oh, that's interesting. I've got no main beam. I thought those middle lights would come on, but they don't. There's no beacons or anything. Indicators on the sides, that's cool. And it's big, it's heavy, it takes a while to get up to speed. It'll go up to 80. I just can't get the... oh, dear me. Interior's nice and straightforward. So yeah, if you want to cruise around your farm, towing a trailer, if you want to tow a trailer, you absolutely can. That's the Lizard Continental. Next. Wait 1 second. As I was just turning the engine off and I pressed the light buttons, turn the engine on, lights, light. Ah, right. Because I was sideways on. So I went to turn the engine off and I realised my lights were on and I cycled through my lights. But look, there's your lights on. Press it again. So there is a high beam. It's just not showing as the middle lights. It does on here. Look at the ground. Yeah. Okay. So there is. It's just not showing on the middle lights. That's fine. Anyway, next. We've got the Massey Ferguson Series 6700S by Hispano. Just here. This is 27.82 megabytes download and 14 slots for, well, 14 slots. Not talking about the price. This you'll find under medium tractors. And it's just there. 122,000. So we start off there, 150 horsepower, 160 horsepower, 175, 185, 200 horsepower, back again. So 200 horsepower being the most you can go. Trelleborg, Michelin, Continental, Meinis, BKT, Vredestein, Nokian, back again. I'll show you under Trelleborgs as I always do, or normally do. We've got standard with wheel weights, wides with wheel weights, wide twos with wheel weights. We then got rear twins. We got twins. We got a set of narrows, but no rear or like no double narrows. Then back to standard again. Then other tyre choices, obviously within the other manufacturer types. We got front wheel fenders. Yes or no? Have those on or off. Beacon lights. You start with both left and right. You can go left only, right only, none at all, or back to both. We've then got window tint 0, 25, 50, 75, and 100% tinted. Front loader attacher, quick, hour, or off. Main colour, anything on that palette, like that. Then we've got chassis. I mean, you can really mess with your neighbours and put John Deere cars if you want to, which would be blasphemy, but you could do there. All of that is your Design 1 chassis. You've then got ceiling, which is the roof, so we can change the roof colour like that. We've had a few mods. We've got another one coming up actually by Hispano, and then also by Hispano and JHHG Modding, which have very similar options. This is the third or fourth tractor I think by Hispano that's had the same options just in a different brand. Because I'm thinking to myself, I'm sure we've had a lot of these options before in other tractors. We can change the front fender colour. We can change the rear fender colour. We can change the engine grid colour. Let's go red there. We can do the rear view mirrors, so we can change the colour of those. Let's go yellow. And then you've got rim colour, license plate option on there as well. Now, and again, with various different versions we've had from Hispano on this particular style, not this particular tractor. There's our horn. There's our beacons, lights. But we have got inside L1, right stick side to side, does our left mirror, right stick up and down, does our right mirror, and that's all under L1, R1, L1, R1, no other options for doors or windows, just our mirrors. Interior, nicely made and detailed. Just gives you a few different customization options to make your Massey Ferguson your own. There we go. Let's stop that there. Must remember to speed up time at the end. Next we've got just over here the International IH70. This by SleutjesModding. Very diddy. This is 15.02 megabytes download, 6 slots for the tractor. The cultivator around the back is 1 slot, 1.2 meters. Then the mower deck is 2 slots, 1.5 meters. There were no other things that came with this. Which was curious because of an option we've got, and I'm going to test it because I'm not sure. It kind of threw me for a loop. Anyway, there it is, 1,980. That's all. Bit of garden work, whatever it is you might want to do. So we've got configuration standard, 15 kilo weight, 75 kilo weight, back to standard again. We've got wheel setup. So I'll go through these. We've got I think it goes through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 1, 2, 3, 4 in each of these. So we've got 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 3, 1, 4. Then we go 2, 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, 2, 4. 3, 1, 3, 2, 3, 3, 3, 4. 4, 1, 4, 2, 4, 3, 4, 4. Then 5, 1, 5.2, 5.3, 5.4, then back again. Then we got exhaust 1.1, 2, 3, then 2.1, 2, 3, then back again. Then we got attachers standard on the back, so little trailer hitch for pulling a little trailer or whatever you want to do. Then got a 3-point option for various different implements. If there's lots of small implements about, you can use this. Then back to standard again. Main colour does all of that. Hood colour does the hood. Next design colour does the front grille grid behind the license plate. Tractor seat, we can change the colour of that. Rim colour, we can do that. And then license plate, if we take that off, there we go, like that, you'll be able to see that front grille now that's green. That's your main tractor unit. If we come out of there and we come down to our cultivators, just here you'll see there's the cultivator 70. 15 horsepower required, which is kind of handy. Main colour and secondary colour, so you can change the tyre colour. If you've got the colour configuration mod by Giants on, you've got metallic options as well. You can fiddle around, play about with that if you want to. That's up to you. And then we come out of there and we come down to our mowers, mower decks just here. And there you'll find the deck 70. The same thing, that main colour and then the secondary colour. I think I put it all yellow so it matched up on there like so. Now, both of these you can pick up by hand. So if you want to put them on a trailer, you can. That's absolutely fine. Obviously you can't pick up the tractor by hand. The mower deck, you can slide underneath like that once you've got it. He says, there we go. Jump on, attach the mower deck, back up. Should I start the engine? That's not a bad idea, is it? Come on. And attach that. So, now, the mower deck, if I switch to that, L1, R1. R1, toggle work mode. So cut the grass. Let's cut the grass. Let's turn it on. Let's drop it down. Cutting the grass acts like a mulcher. We're cutting the grass. Oh, hang on though. No, it's putting it out to the side, isn't it? I was just going to say, that's like a mulcher. It's not. It's cutting the grass and putting it out to the side. I think it's because we had other stuff there. Maybe this is long enough. So let's stop there a second. We then go, I need to lift it. Why is that lifting? R1 again, toggle work mode. It says collect the grass. Now that only works usually if you've got a rear box with a pipe that attaches to it. So I'm not sure. Let's turn it on, drop it down, because there's no, this doesn't have a capacity. So I'm not quite sure what that means, because there's not an option. Because I thought, oh okay, maybe it does come with it and it doesn't mention it, because usually under forage wagons there'll be a box that goes in the back. There's not. So maybe it's left over from a previous mod, or maybe this did have a box. I'm not too sure. Let's turn that off and raise it again. R1 again, and then we've got chop the grass. So this should be the mulcher, shouldn't it? So this one shouldn't be giving us any grass coming out. Cut the grass does, chop the grass doesn't, and obviously collect the grass is the curious one. Anyway, that's the mower deck. And then the cultivator, I haven't got a bit of ground to cultivate here, just bear with me a second while I whiz across. I say whiz across here. There's our first person. It does sound like a mower, doesn't it? Which is kind of what you expect. We need to be over here anyway for the final mod, so why not? There is a map out today as well. It's Memphis, New York, I think it is, isn't it, that's out today? I will get onto that at some point. So, switch to that, do this, drop that down. And there we go. Cultivate away to our heart's content. There you go. The International IH70. And then finally, we have got this, the versatile 4WD. This is 32.37 megabytes download, 13 slots, as I've already mentioned, by Hispano and JHHG Modding. Now, this is very similar with regard to, as I was saying about this tractor over here by Hispano. This one we've had, this is the third tractor type from them. We had the New Holland T9 series, and we had the Case Steiger. This is the versatile, as you can see, but the options are very similar to both those other two mods with what it will do and the options available. So, just before I forget, I want to say about the map, Memphis, New York, by Willy Boy 10102. I'll say the map and not say who it's by, like so we'll get into that. Anyway, so yes, very nice looking bit of kit. I do like the versatile tractors, they're very, very nice. So, options on this, you'll find this under large tractors. And it is just there. 352,000 for the base version. We have got 583 horsepower, 638 horsepower, 665 horsepower, and then back to 583. We've got Trelleborg, Michelin, Continental, Meinis, Bugatti, Vredestein, Lizard. So it's the Lizard tyre that actually gave it away. As soon as I clicked on that, again, I was thinking, that seems very familiar. We had the Steiger the other day that did that. And when I did that video, I said, oh, hang on a minute, that reminds me, didn't we have the T9? So, like I say, very similar options. If we go to the Trelleborg option, we've got standard, wheel weights, wide tyres and weights, twin wheels with weights, and then back, twin wheels 2, which makes a bigger version, with weights, and then back to standard. And then, obviously, within those, other options are available. We've got left and right on our beacons, left only, right only, none, back. Window tint 0, 25, 50, 75, 100. Rear view mirror, yes or no. So you can have your side mirrors on there if you want them, yes or no. We've then got 3 points on the back. It's 3 point on there, yes or no. And then we got main colour, which does anything on that palette, which does all of that. Design colour, let's go with white, does all of that. Next design colour, let's go green, so you can see, does all of that. That's a lot. Engine grids, let's go red, so that stands out that way. There you go. Rear view mirrors, so again, you can change those, put those on the sides, rear view mirrors. I have found with these mods, again, by Hispano and by Hispano JHHG modding, when you've got the main colour, so if it's a Massey, if it's whatever it is, I found when you do the wing mirrors, the colours don't seem quite right. The colours seem a little bit paler. That's why, generally speaking, when I've shown them off, I've gone back to a standard colour. But again, you go for it, do whatever you want with them. But it could be my eyesight, but I'm just saying. We've got rim colour and license plate option on there as well. So as far as options go, when you're in it, there's our horn, beacons, lights, interior again. L1, right stick up and down, does that mirror. Right stick side to side, does that mirror. And there you have it. The versatile 4WD. It's interesting because I was four-wheel drive, I thought it was 4WD, 2WD, 4WD, and I mentioned it on one of my mod reviews a while back. And so I got someone messaged me and said 4WD doesn't mean four-wheel drive. I was like, okay. I assumed it did. That's why I've started saying 4WD. Anyway, so that's that. That's the mods. Now speed up time, because I say I am curious to see what these are going to look like at night. Bear with me a moment. I will speed up time and let's see what these look like lit up. Okay, so I say I can hear sounds already, which is pretty cool. Look, the cauldron. There are sounds. Look at that, the ghost hovering around. That's really cool. So they are lit up. I wasn't sure. That was well worth it, wasn't it? And then this, we have got the green lighting around. Pumpkins lit up as well. Oh yeah, wow. I was not expecting that. Because it does say in the description, do you dare go and sell your stuff at night? I like that, that's really cool. And there you go. That's it for the mods for today, Tuesday the 21st of October. I hope you found this useful and informative in some way, shape or form. If you have, please give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share this video, then of course, please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do. Thanks for watching.